Alright guys, we have what the hell's it called now? Modern Classics Community DLC. Oh, it's not even a fiver, it doesn't even cost £5. How cool is this? Anyway, I have some explaining to do. It's been 2 weeks? Longer? Wow, yeah that sucks. I suck at YouTube. Anyway, let's get into it. Right then, where to begin? Probably this wonderful DLC. Yes, we'll start there. Then I'll explain where the hell I've been. I've been a busy boy. But yes, we have a fast track. Oh, we have a fast track. To start off with, this is so worth the money. It really is. You get 3 tractors. They have got more bits and pieces than anything else. So many options in the shops. This is pretty cool. This is an old JCB telehandler. But wicked. We also get the old New Holland. That's pretty sweet. I do like it. And you've also got pretty swish cab in them all. They're really nice. I'm impressed. Matt XGS has done a serious number on these. I don't know if he's had any help or if he's done them just himself, but yeah, awesome. It's just a shame that the DLC we can't see the beasts. But he is commented on the. This is important to me. He's commenting on the MR topic about it, so we may get MR soon. That will be cool. But yeah, very impressed. Very cool. Very cool. Very nice. I know there's so many options in the shops. The ones at the end here, I've got the original ones, sort of the same size, just to compare. Look at the quality. Comparison work. The issue I normally have with mods and such like is they don't match the originals. But yeah, the quality's there. He's nailed it. He has full on nailed it. It's very cool. I mean, this is only the header trailer, but still, these are the finer details. But yeah, I think I actually like what he's done better than what Giants have done. See, they're using normal maps, aren't they? He's actually gone and modelled the bolts themselves, I believe. Yes, he has. But still, I think theirs is probably going to use less polys, blah 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 blah. All that 3D technical stuff that has gone straight beyond my head, and is a reason why I lost faith in 3D design and played in Blender. It's just too hard. Sherby still nails it, but for me, I'm defeated. But yeah, Matt has definitely not been. Oh, the trailer. That's wicked. It's all just so cool. Now the ploughs. This is the Caravan. This is part of the pack. Look at that. You wouldn't believe it was from a model, would you? It is, again, on par, if not better. I think it's better. It is. I'm going to say again, it's better than what Giants have done. We have mods that are better than the in-game stuff. I mean, look at the springs on it, everything, such detail. It's so cool. But yeah, it just fits in. It's awesome. Again, with the cultivator, I've not had a look at the cultivator yet. This is the first time. Everything else I've pretty much had a look at and play about with. And we'll get to you in a moment, my friend. But yeah, just so cool. He's nailed it. And this is a very basic cultivator, but it's nice and lightweight. Again, the quality. So cool. This little sucker though, the wheels don't turn. Urgh. That's the only thing I found wrong. And that is the D8. I'm sure somebody's mentioned it. So it's a known fault. But yeah, the wheels don't turn. That's the only issue I found in the entire pack. But a simple hotfix, patch, fix that, job's good. Everything else, awesome. So awesome. And I finally have an old JCB. We can't have it on server because the butt monkeys won't buy the DLC. Well, I don't know, I've not spoken to him yet. I think it got released yesterday? I think it was yesterday, Thursday. Yes. Was it Thursday? Was it? I can't remember now. How long's this damn thing been out? I've just had no time. No time at all. Yeah, the options in the shops for the tractors. It's crazy. He's smashed it. 40 miles per hour, 55, 65, 75. Standard, wide, rear twins, twins, narrow. It does everything. The Maxim attaches weight or front hydraulic, front loader, yes, no. There's a big one as well, isn't there? Yeah, 150. Wheel setup, standard, wide, narrow, rear twins, twins, everything. Front loader attacher. Yes? Oh no, that's got to be a yes, hasn't it? That needs to be the front loader. She's only a baby. Wide, narrow. Oh, we don't have twins on that. You don't need it, do you? For what it is. It's just awesome. I'm presuming you can change the tyres on this. No, you can't. Aha! But it's all about the tractors for this one. It's all about that bad boy. That's all it's about. And I like the combine. But that one, oh god, yes. It's just a shame of the price. 65,000. No! But we can fix that through XML. So when it gets hard, we have an XML we can tweak. Now, I don't know about those two. I imagine. But the main important part for me, as usual. Ah, oh, listen to her. Watch this. Watch the springs. Oh yes. Oh yes. It's animated front axle. How awesome is that? For driving in cab, you never see it. Maybe if I had head tracking on, but I don't at the moment. You can maybe see something, but still, it's awesome. I just want to pause it and stare. Look at that. Does that even need MRing? That's doing a lot of wobbling, isn't it? I am so excited for this to be MR'd. I really am. Keep on. I think the only mod I've got on here is drive control. But it's just awesome. What does the Massey sound like? Nope, in the Massey. Are we in the case? Now people said this is just using other case files. So I'm not. This is the one. Yeah, that's cool. Jesus. Oh, I do not miss arcade. Yeah. That needs MRing badly. Well, that's what we're working with out of arrow, isn't it? Sounds good. Sounds good. We're at the combine. Oh yes. Very cool. Very cool. Definitely worth it. It's about £4.50. Thereabouts. It's €4.99. My exchange rates are useless, but still, it's not even a fiver. That's a bargain for not even a fiver. That really is. That's so cool. What a good pack. Congrats, dude. You smashed it. Yes, 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 yes. But anyway, where the hell have I been? I think last time I did a video, I was talking about a letter from the landlady. Or from the company who we let off. I've since spoken to the landlady. We are not being evicted. She's taking it over herself. Ah, wonderful. But I have smashed an absolute shed load of overtime. And will continue to do so. And yeah, bring in the monies. Because, haha, gotta go back in time now. Right, I did fix the car, the black Picasso. She had droplets on her track on ends that I did. Don't think it needed the track on ends, didn't need the wishbones, did need the droplets. They were what were making the noise, sorted that, drove perfect. Perfect. And then I went and sold it. To the ex. Within 6 hours, the car was parked up, won't go into gear. 6 hours it took her to kill my car. R.I.P. Betty. Just, what the hell? I kept that woman out of that car for years. Well, I had it when we were together. I've kept it away from her since then. 6 hours it took her. We believe, after doing some fault finding, that it is the release thrust bearing of the clutch. It's just wear and tear, but still, it happened on her watch, 6 hours after she took it over. I have towed Caravan with that car for years. I have driven that car for years. It's been fine. 6 hours after her taking possession, it's dead. I think the car just said, hell no. It broke on itself. Fuck this. No chance, woman. Anyway, we now need to fix that. Magically, parts for these cars are amazingly cheap. I love the Zara Picasso and will continue to do so. It's going to cost £20 for that release bearing. If the clutch is damaged or worn, we'll do that as well. We could pick that up for 50 quid, but we're going to go for one for 65. The hardest part's getting in there. But I found out with this particular one, you don't need to drop the engine, so I could do it on the drive quite easily with the jack and axle stands. I am buying axle stands. It is time to think about preserving my life underneath these vehicles. If they do fall, they will kill me. And I did see my trolley jack starting to lean a little bit the other day. Yeah, it's time I got axle stands. £15 off eBay. They'll be here next week. £15 will save my life. Possibly. It may never follow me, but it might. So 15 quid, I'm covered. Annabelle gets her daddy for a few more years. It's worth 15 quid. They've been on today because today is payday. Finally. All that hard work and the overtime is paid off. And this month as well, one of my big bills skips because I get paid for weekly. My payday moves around throughout the year. So this particular month, it skips. I paid for the bill at the end of last month. I think at the start of this week it went out. Next month it goes out after I get paid. So this is like a free month. Woohoo. Extra coin. I've spent it all on tools. I have the axle stands coming. I have some big sockets. I have a new socket set because mine doesn't have certain sizes. And I literally, I think I got it when I was 13. So my toolkit is, what, 10, nearly 20 years old. 18 years old. And I've finally beaten it. I need to buy tools because they're not in the kit. 18 years that toolkit has lasted me. That's mind-blowing. I haven't had to borrow a tool. Everything has been there. It's a Halfords kit. I don't know how much it cost them. But at the time, it was a Christmas present off my parents. My brother got a PS2. Oh, not to be an ungrateful little shit, but I was at the time because I got this awesome toolkit that I couldn't do fuck all with. It's Christmas Day and I've got a toolkit. Yay! Can't do anything with it. So we just played on the PS2. But now, 18 years later, that PS2 is long gone. And that toolkit has done so much work, it has paid for itself hundreds of times over. So it's an investment. Tools are an investment. But you can't buy the cheap shit, you can break it. You've got to put a little bit of money into your tools. And the Halfords gear is surprisingly awesome. I don't know why, you wouldn't expect it to be as good as what it is. I don't know why. I don't really have any issue with Halfords stuff, it's just meh. That's where my mind is. But anyway, Halfords tools, big thumbs up. Like I say, 18 years, I haven't broken a single one of them, and I have rang them. I got told off by the old man because I used the ratchet with an extension bar and used it as a breaker bar system. And it just held. That's the half-inch ratchet, the big one. And yeah, she's like I say, 18 years of abuse and still going. I never missed a beat, never slipped once. That's a bloody good toolkit. I don't know if I just got lucky, but yeah, it's pretty well engineered. I do now have a breaker bar. A breaker bar is basically a half-inch socket on the end with just a long bar and it's solid. The ratchet obviously has all the paws and stuff inside. It's a little bit flimsier. You'd expect it to slip when you start ragging on it. Mine never has. But yeah, proper breaker bar now. It's about 3 foot, 3 or 4 foot long. Yes, that's the one. Anyway, where do we get to? Right. Yes, new car. I have a new car and a new Caravan. That was a weekend. Jobs. What did we decide to do? Did I tell you that I'd lost the keys for the Caravan? Or was that the day after my last video? It could have been. Yes, walking from the Caravan, which was parked outside the front door, into the house, I lost the keys. I turned the house over. Annabelle turned the house over. My mum and dad came round, turned the house over. My brother and his missus came round, turned the house over. We could not find these keys anywhere. They just disappeared. That sucked. Since then, the little bastards have turned up. But also, I sent from the fuckers over. Which sucked ass again. Because it comes with a little fob. Or rather, I have a little fob to get into the storage yard where my caravan is stored. That died. That was 20 quid to get a new one of those. That's what happens when you drop the keys that you just found and run the bastards over. Fucking wonderful. But yes, they did turn up weeks later. Inside Annabelle's shoe. Whether they were always in that shoe or whether they magically made their way to that shoe, I probably will never know. But yes, sneaky suspicions. But yeah, that weekend, we went... Well, I got some loanage. Probably not a good idea, really. I think I've got enough direct debits and bills, but my caravan, we enjoy the caravan. It's time to upgrade. She's got a bit of damp in her, bless her. It's not the best caravan in the world, so we just decided to spend a little money. I mean, I did need the new car. I did want a new car. I have gone for a Picasso again, but I've got the 2-litre HDI model now. The exact same model, just with a 2-litre HDI. It's called the Desire 2. Nice trim, it's got aircon, doesn't have cruise control, doesn't have a lot of shit that'll go wrong. French shit's famous for that. I don't know why, but the French don't seem to get on with the electrics. But, or is it that age? I think they might have sorted it now, but that sort of age, I think it was between 2000 and 2010, the French stuff with the electrics was terrible. Which is where my car's are at the minute. It's after that when it just gets really complicated with engine parts and all the bits in them, and you need to spend time plugging it into a computer basically. I think mine does have the computer part and a load of sensors on it, but it's at that age where I can still work on it comfortably. Yes, picked up a new car. I think we got the Caravan first. Yes, we did. The day first. Friday we went looking at a Caravan. It was a beautiful thing. It was a big Luna. Still lightweight. I think it was 1100 fully loaded. Lovely thing. Lovely. Had damp in the top back corner. I can't deal with the damp. It had it had like a little spoiler on the back of it, and it was either coming in at the top of the spoiler or at the rear light fixture. And apparently they said that it fixed it and it wasn't getting damp anymore, but you touched the walls inside and it was soft, pretty much 3/4 of the wall. It would have been a long job, and I just don't have space to put a caravan in to have a go at it. We don't have a barn. I'm not blessed like that, so I had to say goodbye to that one. Walked away. It was a shame, but it's what it was. I can't deal with the damp. I want to buy a long-term caravan. I can't buy a damp one, but it worked out because I found another one. I went looking at that on the Saturday, and we came home with that one. Oh, she's beautiful. She's beautiful, but I haven't got excited about the caravan because I wanted the car more than the caravan. I need the car before the caravan. As it happened, I got the caravan, towed it home with the old car, and she didn't do too bad. Admittedly, though, it was flat roads. The old man sat next to me saying, "It's fine, this. It's fine. What are you doing? Keep the car." I just, no. I know what she's like on a hill. She gets scared. Wants to head for home. But that's what happens when you start towing things around on a 1.68 valve. Petrol. She's just... It did what it did, but it had no go. There wasn't much beyond what it could do. And even with that tiny little box on the back that I was using as a caravan, I think that was 700 kilograms fully laden. That's stupidly light for a caravan. They're normally around a ton. That's 300 kilograms lighter. It's just crazy, just how light that thing was. But for me and the youngin, it was beautiful. She was damp. She was old. Didn't have hot water. Didn't have a shower. Didn't have an oven. And for some reason, all the kid wants when we're in the caravan is a bloody pizza. I can't cook a pizza, kid. We've not got an oven. Well, now we do. And after the Friday caravan as well, I noticed that they seem a bit wider. I don't know when that changed. I always remember the caravans being narrow. You couldn't sort of walk round each other. And that Luna we saw, it was wide. the old man stayed outside, and my mother and me were inside, and we just walked past each other easily in the corridor. It just felt really open and spacious. But that was an end kitchen with a bathroom on the side, and I kind of liked the space. I mean, the bathroom was small because it's a side bathroom, but you're not in the bathroom all the time. You know, you go in there, you do your bit, you come back out. Having the end kitchen, it made the caravan longer. Or is it might have been a bit shorter than what I've ended up with, actually. Because this one's an end bathroom, which is pretty much a load of dead space, because it's the bathroom. You go in there, do your business, you come back out. But there's me, the young and the dog. So, yeah. I think this one would be longer because then you got the kitchen in the middle. I think. I'm not entirely sure. I just know it's a beautiful caravan. It's stone dry. And couldn't be happier. But the car. Oh god, the car. Yeah, I fucked up with the car. Not this one. The original one we were supposed to be going to see on a Sunday was under further inspection a bloody petrol. Idiot. I wanted... Well, I was going to try and get my hands on the 1.6 HDI 110. It's a bit more... It's a 110 brake and it's got 180 foot-pound of torque. I mean, I'm only dealing in small here. For some reason, they never put a big engine in the Picasso. But the 1.6, they got daft with particulate filters and stuff on the HDI model. And I couldn't quite figure out at what point they did. I'm not sure if it was the 110 that had it all on. I think it was maybe very early in the 1.6 range which didn't have it, if there was a 110 that didn't have it all. It makes it very expensive when shit starts to go wrong. And reading on the forums, shit goes wrong. French electrics, yay! So I changed my mind, I just thought, bugger it, I'm going to go for the 2 litre HDI, 90 horsepower, big diesel. It's a tractor. But it's actually faster than what I thought it would be. Yeah, that 1.6 petrol, I ended up texting him back saying, sorry mate, I thought it was a diesel. And then, luckily, managed to find another one. It was just around the corner over in Leeds, from where that one was. And it was cheap. It was cheap. It shouldn't have been as cheap as what it was. Other cars around that sort of price tag were a bit buffed up. Some of them looked like they had a football team kick crap out of them. This one, she's beautiful. She is beautiful. I couldn't be happier. I am smug as hell in my new car. And what am I to do? Oh, the wishbones I got for the other car do fit it, and are now on it because the right hand wishbone was shagged on this one. It was pulling to the left. It's minor problem, I already had it. It's £20 for a wishbone for this car. 20 quid. What? 20 quid for a wishbone. 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts. Job done. And this was actually cleaner than what my other one was underneath. So the bolts just came straight off. No fighting with them, issues or anything. They just came straight off. It was job done. I did both wishbones. Both wishbones? Both wishbones in the morning. It was beautiful. Nailed it. Drives in a straight line now. Job done. Hey. I did have to put the tow bar on though, from the other one, but as it's the same car, it fits straight on, and I took pictures so I know which wire did what. I didn't have to go chasing wires for the rear clusters. That was beautiful. Did that. I think it took me maybe about 3 hours. Yeah, I think it took about 3 hours. It was just nothing. It just works. Just that, and the power as well. It's because it's a diesel, the torque is more lower revs, so you get there faster, sort of thing. With the old petrol, you have to scream it a bit to get the power. I imagine with a proper petrol, not the 1.6 baby, it would pick up a bit sooner. But yeah, I really like the new car. Really like the new car. She's silver this time, so I've called it Silver Betty, because my old car, the front left wheel squeaked. The brake squeaks. Don't know why. On a very light braking it squeaks. There's a load of pad left, and the discs I think were done by the wife's brother before we got the car. So they're not very old, so I'm not going to spend well, what I thought at the time would have been about 50, 60 quid for a disc, it's not. It's about 20, 30 quid for discs and pads. It's stupidly cheap. To keep this car on the road costs nothing. It's brilliant. But yeah, the spirit of my old car's come along. The front left wheel squeaks and the driver's armrest has been broken. I presume it's something to do with the robot that did the welding, because that's both cars now where the armrest has been broken. So I did have a look at the old one. It can be fixed with a bolt drilled through and positioned in a certain way. I just never got around to doing it. But I might do it on this one. We'll see how we get on. Could be today's job. Where are we now? 4:45 in the morning. Maybe not. I need some sleep. And I need 3 tyres as well. One here, because the tracking must have been out for a while, that wishbone's gone a bit. So it's scuffed on the outer edge. One of them's low on tread, and one of the sidewalls are a bit too perished for my liking. Especially being on the back when I'm going to be lugging a caravan around. It's easy fix. I think it's 20 quid a tyre fitting a balancer. Part ones, which are normally pretty good for where I get them from. That's today's job. I was going to get the air con done as well, regassed, but it's 40 quid. I don't think I've ever had working aircon in a car, so I'm not going to miss it for another month. Smash the overtime again this month, I'll get it done next month. Just in time for June when it should get really hot. So we have had a bit of temperature of late. But again, you don't miss something you've never had, you just look forward to getting it. Right, where do we get the... I've got a list to work through. Ah yes, the old Caravan. Now, I was going to look for the same price I paid for the old Caravan. It was £300. It was nothing. Everything works in it. That's the main selling point there. And it is dry now. It has had damp. Pretty much the whole back end is soft wood. But it isn't leaking anymore. She's dry now. I say the fireworks, the hobs work. All the water systems work. The fridge works on gas and electric. All the lights work. It works. It's just in a bit of a sorry state. But yeah, £300. Someone came around and actually offered me 100 for it. And I thought, nah. Well, speaking to the old man later on, he reckons I should have just took it. So I was having to think. Because one of my nephews was asking about how much I'd want for it. And I thought, well, if I'm going to let it go for 100, I'll see if he's interested. Obviously I said, say 100 to start off with. Get some money back to put towards the new one, you know? Just have a bit of a... What I want is a reserve. So if something goes wrong with the overtime at work, I can still meet the repayments on this. This is... I need to have extra available. So I was thinking that 300 could go into the nice kitty, so I can start weaseling it back. Job's good. But yeah, if we sell it for 100, see if he's interested. He was. He took it. His smile, he's still smiling a week later. I put a smile on his face. Helped out my sister. The job's good. Can't go wrong with that, can you? Making family happy. Happy birthday. So that worked out really well. Where do we get to? The bike's fixed. I got the oil seals, got them fitted, job done. She's bone dry. The one feckin' day when I decided it was beautiful sunshine and to go to work on it, it rained in the fucking afternoon, didn't it? I couldn't believe it. It rained in the afternoon. So, my beautiful dry bike that I put all that work into cleaning up last year got wet. The first time I've ridden it in nearly a year. I couldn't believe it. I should have looked at the bloody forecast. I was sure somebody said it was going to be sunny, and to start the day off with, I was walking around in shorts and a vest. If I put anything else on, I was sweating my nuts off. So I thought, yeah, it's going to be a red hot day. And as I'm there unloading the train, you could see like a wall of cloud coming over. Big, dirty, grey bar steward. Just thinking, oh, for God's sake. My life. But yeah, we got wet. So she's had a clean again. She looks alright. She's still dry. No oil. That's what I was worried about. No oil, all good. And still, what an awesome machine. changing that front wheel from the 16-inch to the 17 made such a difference, and that gearbox, having a gearbox that is not completely worn out, is fantastic. Again, it's things I should have done years and years ago, before I met the wife, when I had money that I was literally blowing on pimping stuff out every week, because I was on weekly pay as well. That's how I bought the bike in the first place. I changed the swing arm on it to the 900 swing arm, I got a can for it, a belly pan. I think heated grips for a birthday present. But I also had other little projects on the go. I had a VFR 400, I had 2 engines on that. I was just picking parts to make a decent one out of that. Yeah, just so many little bits and things. I was enjoying my money, and I still had savings. Ah, they were the days. Now my savings are all in debt. But we'll get out of it. By 35, I'd like to be clear. Some like and share. Oh dear. Trying like a funny joke and end up coughing. That's karma. Yeah, YouTube's paying me naff all. But YouTube's fun. When I get time. It's finding the time. What else have we done? The new machine at work. It's a bag of shit. The loading shovel. I think I've talked about the loading shovel. Komatsu just does not compare with the Caterpillar 950 at all. We now have an Atlas in while our grab for unloading the train is away for refurb. The Atlas is too big. You can't reach the bucket close enough to the machine to get into the bloody train. That's hilarious. And the bucket they've put on it is too small. So we have a bigger machine with a smaller bucket. I literally stir my tea with a bigger spoon than what that thing is packing. It makes it a very difficult job. Compare 2 trays here. I'm pretty sort of stable when I get going. I've got a rhythm. You get into your mojo and you just crack on. You've got to hit one wagon emptied every 15 minutes. Tuesday, the train was taken off me at 8:30 with 3 wagons unemptied. I don't know when they loaded it, but the gypsum had set like rock. And because of the size of the bucket and the way it operates, I couldn't get it out. I just could not get the gypsum out the bloody train. Yet today, I was done for 7:30. 28 wagons emptied. The only thing I could think of, I'd like to see the weights, actually. We have a weigh scale on the belts. I'd like to know how much I got out of that train on Tuesday. I'll have to see Sid if it's about tonight and find out. The boss. Because speaking to the shunter as well, the driver today, they didn't know, or yesterday, they didn't know when it was loaded. The gypsum has a habit of setting into something similar to concrete if it's left alone. And with, where's it been from? It's come from Spain, it's been sat on the dock, it's still got some moisture in it. If it's been loaded in that train earlier than Tuesday morning, with the heat we had last weekend, it would have set. And it did seem like concrete. Trying to dig into it, I needed a hammer and bloody chisel. So I'm presuming I got screwed. I said, Sid did alright on Wednesday. I smashed it yesterday. Went really well. And I think it's a different product again today, but we'll see how he gets on today. We just got to do our best. That's all you can do. But yeah, yesterday went well. That's a point in my favour. Done trade. And we had a belt stoppage as well. I don't know what the hell's going up with the belts at the minute. There is some crap coming in that Spanish though. It's supposed to go from a power station to the Spanish dock, onto a boat, to our docks, I think it's in Hull, then it comes over to the power station. At some point in its transit, it ends up picking up the remains of a bloody forest. There are huge chunks of tree and bush in it. How? Why? It makes no sense. I don't know which douchebag is putting gypsum onto a contaminated storage, but you arsehole. It's the only word for it. We cannot filter it all out, so it ends up going into the plant and causing problems. Wonderful. But hopefully it won't be lasting forever. I think we're all, since Ferry Bridge is shut down, we have to bring it in from other places now to sort of keep our stocks up. We are changing tack though. They're going on to rock gypsum. I don't know where that's coming from, but hopefully when it does we can maybe stop using so much Spanish and German. Because somewhere along the line it's getting this contamination in it. It's no fun for anybody. A lot of work. Right then. What have we done this week? We're nearly done. Catching you all up. Yes, my brother decided to get a new car as well. My sister got a new car. She has a Citroen C8 now. And that's a fancy thing. I got the new car. My brother's got a new car. He got rid of his van. And he has a Megane. Just the other side of York, he says. Just the other side of York. Oh yeah. I was fecking drive the other side of York. You twat. He played me well. He played me well. Because I didn't find this out until we was already on the road when he loaded it into the sat-nav to get. Yeah, I think it took us about 4 hours round trip. We may have stopped at KFC on the way back, you know, for a bit of tea. Should have probably made him pay for it as well, to scream it like that. But, oh well, it was an adventure, we had fun, Younger came with us, good times. Right then, the other thing, the server. The server, oh. I do apologise. Too much talking. 35 minutes, Jesus, I'm not surprised, too much talking. Yeah, still smoking, still got a black nose, still struggling to talk. I think I've got it. I've got it, right, yes, server. We're at the end of 17 now. And maps are still being released with the old grass painted on. Oh, for God's sake. I did try and do a video earlier on this week on the server. I went out with a mower because the escape menu told me that it was ready to mow. It wasn't. When I got to the field it updated and laughed at me. So, okay then, we'll go out with a sprayer. Went out with a sprayer. It wouldn't spray. Because it's permanent fucking grass. This is permanent grass, is it? Yeah, that's permanent grass. This is a field where you'd seed the grass and it ends up looking like this. If I'm right. Yes, you can see the muck through it. Yeah, this is the grass we need in fields. They've done permanent grass, the bastards. I'm pretty sure they have mapped it out as fields. What map is it we're playing on? I think it's that Italia map? De Terra Italia? I think so, I can't remember now. So anyway, I started ploughing it. And then I had to go do something. So I didn't get finished with the ploughing it. But after the earlier attempts at trying to do the video, I was running out of time anyway. And that was the end of that. Bleh. Oh well. Right then guys, if you've enjoyed the waffle and the catch up, and you're happy that I'm still alive, please do like and share. All the support for the channel is very much appreciated. Oh god, I had something else I wanted to say, then it's just gone. It's gone. Yes, if you've enjoyed yourself guys, please hang around. Well, we'll get back to something eventually. Hopefully it's all going to start calming down a bit. Hopefully. Touch wood. Touch wood. I can get back to playing games. Because I do miss the games. But hey, check it out. I am nearly 13 stone flat. I think I'm 13.3 at the minute. I have lost half a stone in the last 2 weeks. Just from being busy all the time. It's crazy. I am so close now to that 13. That's where I need to be for this year. And it's what? May. By the end of this year I want it to be a flat 13. It's May and I'm nearly 13. How cool is that? It's literally all my belly flab is starting to suck itself in. It's so cool. Look in the mirror and you feel like you're young again. Hey, I've not got that midlife crisis going on around my gut. Ah, it's awesome. And on that note, I'm going to call it there guys. We'll catch you next time. Later.